Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be part 2 of my makeup collection. So I do apologise that this video is a little bit late, but I have been busy with moving and just settling in, getting organised. So yeah, do apologise that this video is late. I was actually going to film part 2 when I was still at my old place, but I was just too busy with a lot of moving process and things like that. So yeah, we're going to jump into part 2. Part 2 is going to be my single shadows, my foundation, my bronzers, all that kind of stuff, primers, things like that. So if you guys saw the last part of this video, we went through my eyeshadow palettes. Now we're going to go through the rest of my makeup, which is single shadows, bronzers, primers, blush, foundation, all things like that. So yeah, if you're new to the channel and you've never seen my face before, well, you're not going to see my face in this video, but if you've never seen my face or any of my videos before, feel free to click that subscribe button and click the bell to be notified when I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. So here is where I keep a majority of the rest of my makeup. I have another one of these where I keep my lip products, but today we're going to be focusing through this compartment. This is where I keep a majority of my other makeup. So let's jump into it, shall we? So we're going to start off with the first drawer, and in here I just have my foundations. So the first foundation I have is, this is the NARS Radiant Wear foundation. I love this foundation. I'm in the shade Mont Blanc Light 2, I believe. Yes, that is correct. I basically use this foundation when I'm going out, or if I want something a little bit more full coverage. I absolutely love this foundation and I will totally repurchase it when I run out. And it is the absolute perfect shade for me. So highly recommend definitely giving this foundation a try. The next foundation I have in here is from Maybelline. This is the Dream Urban Cover with SPF 40, and I am in the shade 110 Porcelain. So this is another great foundation. This is my everyday foundation for when I go to work, or if I just want something really light, and it works perfectly for me. Oh, focus. And it works absolutely perfect for me. This is my perfect shade. So if you're looking for a good drugstore foundation, something that is very light and that matches you absolutely 100% perfectly, I would highly recommend checking out this foundation. I will probably repurchase this because I do enjoy wearing this, so this might be a repurchase. We'll see when I run out of my foundations. And finally, the last foundation I have in here, well, this isn't really a foundation. This is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. I like wearing this when I don't have much to do. I want something very light, something that is just very comfortable to wear, and that is exactly what this does. Now, this is the old Laura Mercier packaging. They have recently revamped their tinted moisturizers with skincare benefits and stuff. Unfortunately, I don't really wear this too often. I thought I'd be wearing this a lot more, but now that it is becoming more of autumn here in Australia, I think I might actually be wearing this one a little bit more. So absolutely do love this, but unfortunately I haven't been wearing it too much to say, oh, this is a holy grail, oh, I like this, but it's okay. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's okay. So that is drawer number 1. Drawer number 2 is going to be a bit of a mess, just warning you right now. And this is where I keep my single eyeshadows. Now, if you haven't gathered already, I'm a huge eyeshadow junkie. It's really bad. Like, it's really, really, really bad. Like, I have a huge problem here. That's for sure. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Okay, so the first, I wouldn't call this a shadow. This is more of a pigment. So this is the MAC pigment in Naked. This is a really pretty pigment. It doesn't look like much in the container, but when you sweep this across your lids, it is so pretty. I love wearing this. This is something I wear when I literally don't know what to wear and I'm just like, I just need something simple and easy. I go for this because it is great. If you haven't tried this specific pigment before, I would highly recommend giving it a go. It is definitely great for the autumn season. The next eyeshadow I have in here is the Revlon Colorstay Cream Shadow in Rose Gold. I unfortunately have not delved into this one too much, so I don't exactly know what it's like, but I think now that it's autumn, Rose Gold is perfect for autumn, so I'll definitely have to give this one a try. The next single shadow in here is my Chanel single shadow. This is, I believe it's called Corvia Rose, if I'm correct. I hope I'm not butchering that. This is what the shadow looks like. It's like a rose gold. It's really, really pretty. I absolutely love it. I got this for Christmas from my mum. Another thing I like about this specific shadow is that the blush is an exact match for this. I will quickly get that out, even though this is not technically part of my eyeshadow collection, but this is the blush and it's really, really pretty. That is what the blush looks like. It technically looks the exact same as the eyeshadow, so I like wearing these two together because they complement each other so well. This is currently my favorite blush at the moment. I have not stopped wearing this since I got it. And I also got this for Christmas last year. Honestly, I felt so bad because I've never tried Chanel makeup, but their products are so beautiful. Jumping on the Chanel trend here, I also have another limited edition Chanel eyeshadow that was released during Christmas. This one is in the shade, I cannot pronounce this, I do not speak French, but that's the shade name there. And this is what this one looks like. It's a really pretty yellowy gold color. I love to wear this. It is so super pretty. I have recently used this as a topper shade. I like wearing this with like bronzy colors and things like that. Like really pretty with the bronze. Would highly recommend it. If you guys can still get these limited edition Christmas Chanel shadows, I would highly recommend it because they are so super pretty. Especially this one. I think I've been wearing this one a lot more than the rose gold, but this one is super pretty. Okay, the next eyeshadow we have in here is a stick shadow. This is the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Stick Shadow in the shade Stone. Looks like this. It is, focus. It's not really focusing, but it's like a taupe kind of a color, which I really like in the autumn / winter. So yeah, I like taupe colors and this one is no exception. For some weird reason though, this doesn't really suit my eye color for some weird reason, but I guess you just got to put a lot of it on to really sort of notice it and then put maybe a nice taupe color over the top. But I do like this cream stick shadow. And I have another Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Stick Shadow. This is in the shade Golden Bronze. This is kind of like the Maybelline Bad to the Bronze, but in cream stick form, which I absolutely love. I was very disappointed when it was discontinued, so I was like, I need to get something that's super similar to Bad to the Bronze, and this is what I found. I absolutely love this shade. I love wearing this with MAC Woodwinked, which is another one I have, but this is a really nice cream stick shadow. I've been wearing this one a lot recently. Speaking of Maybelline Bad to the Bronze, I have a color tattoo, and this is Bad to the Bronze by Maybelline. Now, I have not opened this yet because I am too scared that if I open it and start using it, it's gonna dry out. So I'm not sure what to do about this. If someone can please just tell me, should I use it? Should I keep it for memory's sake? What should I do? Because I have not opened this yet and I'm just not sure what to do. Somebody please help me. I loved this shade like back in like 2012. And oh my god, I just wish they didn't discontinue this specific shade because it is so pretty. This was the only color tattoo I ever bought, And oh, I'm so sad. Absolutely sad. The next eyeshadow in here is MAC Satyl. Yep, that's right, Satyl. This is just a matte brown color, which is something I normally don't reach for very often. I don't go for like a matte brown kind of color, but this is nice in the crease, and this goes really nice with the Naked Pigment all over the lid, and then a little bit of Satyl in the crease. This is a great little everyday look. I absolutely love it. A little bit goes a very long way with this color because it is quite warm, so you only need the tiniest little bit. It depends on what look you're going for. I like to use this in the crease. Some people like to use it all over the lid, but it's still a great color no matter what. The next MAC shadow I have in here is Woodwinked, which looks like this. This is a bronzy kind of a shade. I like wearing this with the golden bronze. I like wearing this with a lot of my shadows. I like wearing it on its own. It's so universal and so super pretty. If you guys have not tried this shade, I'm pretty sure everyone and their mother has, but it is the best eyeshadow color ever. Like, if I had to say what my top eyeshadow color is, it would definitely be this. This is definitely my top MAC shadow, that's for sure. But yeah, I also have another favorite, which you guys will see in a few minutes, but this is definitely in my top favorite eyeshadows, 100%. The next MAC shadow we have in here, the name has kind of rubbed off. This is All That Glitters, which looks like this. It's like a pinky champagne bronzy kind of a color, which I haven't used that often. I really want to delve more into this color because I've had it for a long time and I really just want to delve into it and try and use it up. But yeah, I do love a pinky champagne. That is definitely one of my favorites. The next color we have in here from MAC is Naked Lunch. This is another shade I love. As you guys can see, I love this color. It's just a nice nude base, and I think I have just hit pan on that. I had no idea until I really had to look into there, but I just hit pan. A tiny little pan, which is great because I barely hit pan on anything. So yeah, I absolutely love this color. I use this all over the lid. I use this basically on a daily basis when I really just want something quick and easy. This is my go-to color. Love Naked Lunch. Would totally repurchase it. It's just a nice skin tone pinky color. The next MAC shadow I have in here, I have quite a few MAC single shadows which I do use. This is Satin Taupe, which is another one I really enjoy. If I can open it. This is just a nice taupe color, which I don't really seem to use very often, but I do like using this. I like to use this on the lower lash line, and I sometimes like to use it all over the lid. It all depends on what I'm doing. Most times I like to use this on a night out because it's a nice taupe. And yeah, I absolutely love Satin Taupe. I would totally repurchase it if I ran out of it. And we have one more MAC shadow in here. This was a limited edition MAC shadow. I'm not exactly sure what collection this is from. I think it was their summer collection. Anyway, this is the shade Tide and Seek, and it just looks like that. It's a nice purpley blue tone kind of color. Perfect for this time of year, actually. I'm going to pull this one out a little bit more, I think. But yeah, this is a really pretty, like, silvery, purpley blue kind of color. It's absolutely gorgeous. The pattern on it is incredible, and it's just really super pretty. I love this color. I like using this color when I go out, either on like nights out, date nights, parties. It's a really pretty shade, but I think I'll definitely be wearing this one a lot more. So that's it for my MAC shadows, and then we have one Inglot shadow. This is in the color, I think it's Shine AC31 or something. I don't really know how to pronounce that, but I do know it's something like that. This is like a bronzy kind of shimmery shade. I absolutely love this. I love to wear this on a daily basis. It is so super pretty. I love wearing this with Woodwinked. I love wearing this with any of my bronzy colors. It just works absolutely perfect. But yeah, would highly recommend this one. It is absolutely pretty. I don't really wear Inglot colors that much, but that one just caught my eye. And now we're on to my last little section, which are my Laura Mercier caviar sticks. So I have a couple of them. The first one we have is in the shade Burnished Bronze, which this one is one of my favorites. I absolutely love this color. It is so pretty. It is perfect for autumn time. Just reminds you of the changing of the color of the leaves, and it is so pretty. I absolutely love this. I wear this all the time. So super pretty. The next color we have in here is in the shade Rose Gold. This one, unfortunately, I don't wear as much. I would like to wear this a little bit more. It's hard to wear with my pale skin, but we can make it work somehow. It's a really nice rose gold color though. The next color we have in here is Amethyst. This was the very first cream caviar stick I bought actually. And it looks like this. It's like a taupey purple color, perfect to wear with satin taupe. I like to wear this and then put satin taupe over the top. It is so super pretty. And finally, the last caviar stick I have is one of my personal favorites. This is in the shade Caramel. Just a natural brown color. It is absolutely pretty. Just enhances my eyes a little tiny bit. And I absolutely love it. I love wearing this one on a day-to-day basis. Like I said before, I said Woodwinked is in my top eyeshadow picks. This is probably my #1 top eyeshadow pick. I absolutely love it. Okay, so that is my single shadows. Next drawer we have is blush. Oh goodness, this is going to be painful. So the first blush I have is my Laura Mercier Ginger Blush, which looks like this. I absolutely love this blush. I have not stopped wearing this since I actually got it. Now on camera it looks a little bit sort of like brown, but in person it's like a terracotta kind of shade, which I absolutely love. It's like a pinky terracotta, which is really pretty, but for some weird reason on camera it's turning into a latte brown, which I don't know why, but it is an absolutely gorgeous color. Would highly recommend it if you're looking for a really pretty everyday blush. The next blush we have in here is my Becca Flower Child blush, which looks like this. Again, the camera is making it seem as pale as it is, but in person it's a really bright, corally, pinky, peachy color. I don't know why the camera's making it look so pale, but it's really super bright and it's so pretty. I love using this blush. Next up we have my Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. Yep, that's correct. Luminoso, which I love. I cannot believe it's taken me so long for me to try these Milani Baked Blushes, but I finally got my hands on them. They finally started selling these in Priceline, and it is beautiful. I can see why everyone absolutely loves Luminoso. It is a pretty coral color, which I absolutely love, especially in the summer. So super pretty. It's a great everyday color too, because it just enhances your natural features. Another Milani Baked Blush I have is in the shade Berry Amore, which I love this blush. This is probably my all-time favorite blush that I have used. So my top 3 blushes that I've used so far this year would probably have to be Ginger, Berry Amore from Milani, and my Chanel blush. Next blush we have is my Sleek blush in the shade Rose Gold. Just looks like this. It basically is meant to be a dupe for NARS Orgasm, and I absolutely love this color. Really pretty rose gold. So absolutely love that one. The next blush we have is a NARS Orgasm blush stick. Now, this looks pretty pale, but as you can see on the side there, it is a very pretty coral color. I think we all know what orgasm looks like, and I absolutely love this. The next blush we have is my Tarte Captivating Blush, which looks like this. I'm trying my best to hit pan on this one, so hopefully that'll happen soon, but very pretty coral color. I love coral shades. And finally, the last blush we have in here is my MAC Warm Soul. This is an absolute YouTube classic. I can't believe it's taken me this long to try it, but I love it. It is so super pretty. So those are all of my blushes. Now on to powders, which I keep in here. I don't have all my powders in here because not all of them would fit, but I will show you them when I get to them. So the first powder we have in here is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. This is a really pretty loose powder, helps blur your pores and just leaves a nice blurring effect on the face. Absolutely love it, would definitely recommend. The next powder we have in here is the Kat Von D, or KVD as she is now known as, a mini sample of the KVD translucent powder. I have tried this and I don't really know how I feel about this. I don't mind it, but I don't think it really sets my makeup the way I'd like it to. I mean, I'll try and use it again, see what I think, but not really my favorite setting powder that I've ever used. The next setting powder we have in here is a mini of the Australis Banana Powder. I have not tried this yet. A lot of people really like this, and unfortunately I have not had the chance to try it yet. I'm trying to get through some of my other powders, which you'll see soon, but this one is meant to be a really good brightening powder. I've also heard from my friend Mel that the Revolution brightening powder is really good. I don't know if it's the I Heart Revolution or Revolution. If someone could let me know in the comments, or if Mel, if you're watching, if you can let me know, that would be great. But I've heard a lot of good things about this banana powder and really excited to give it a try. The next powder we have in here is the Hourglass Loose Setting Powder. Again, have not really had much of a chance to delve into this one. Would really like to try and use up some of these minis, see what they're like, and see how we go with some of them. But yeah, I've heard this is a really, really good setting powder. If you guys have used this, let me know in the comments your thoughts. I have not had the chance to use it yet, and I really want to try it soon at some stage. Now, the last powder I have in here is my Australis Fresh and Flawless powder in the shade Natural. Yep, that's correct, in Natural. I have used this quite a lot, actually. Like, it may not seem like I've used quite a lot, but I've used this quite a fair bit, and I still haven't hit pan on it yet, so hopefully soon. But yeah, absolutely love this powder. Really good coverage. Now, I do have more powders, so I will show you my other ones. So the next powder I have is the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I don't think I need to talk about this. I think everyone and their mother has used this. I really want to get more into this. I've had this for a little while, so I really want to get some use out of this if I can. Absolutely love this powder. The next powder I have is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I love this powder so much. I don't know what I did before I started using this, but a lot of people on TikTok told me to give it a try. And also my friend Mel told me it's a really good powder, and so did my cousin Lauren. I absolutely love this loose powder. It is one of my favorites. I have been loving it so far, and I will continue to use it because it is amazing. Only problem is it makes a big fat mess. And the last kind of like loose powder, I guess you could say, I've had this for ages. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay powder foundation in the shade Fair Honey. I've had this for so flippin' long. I think I'm going to chuck this out soon, actually, because I don't really use this that much. I don't know if powders really go off. If someone could let me know in the comments, that would be great. But as you can see, I've kind of nearly finished it. I'm getting there, which is great. But yeah, this is a good powder. Would I repurchase it? I don't know. I haven't used it enough to be like, oh yeah, I would repurchase this. But we'll see. I might repurchase it in the future, but it's okay. It's not my favourite powder that I've ever used. Okay, and finally for powders, I have a couple of samples here. I have a sample of the new Tatcha Silk powder. This is meant to be the powder version of the Silk Canvas, the new powder that Tatcha has brought out. I haven't had the chance to use this yet because, as you can see, trying to get through a lot of my powders. So hopefully I will use this one pretty soon. I actually have like a little bag of samples here that I need to use up. So maybe if I put this in my drawer, it'll give me a chance for me to be like, okay, Adele, you need to use up your samples. So I might chuck this in my drawer when I'm done. But this is one sample I've got and I'm really excited to give it a try. I've had a lot of good things about this powder. But I'm really excited to give it a try. I've had a lot of good things about this powder, so hopefully it is good. And finally, the last sample I have is a sample of the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. I've got a feeling that Too Faced is actually being discontinued at Mecca. So even if I do like this, it's probably not going to make much of a difference, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. But this is another sample that I have that I need to use up, so we'll put this in my drawer in a minute, and yeah, hopefully after that we can, yeah. But those are all my powders, and I'm really excited to give this one a try. So those are all my powders, and now we're getting into the last section down here, which is my primers. Okay, so the first primer we have in here is the Enchanted Face Base, I believe this is called. I've used this a few times and I do like it. I just don't really know how I feel about this product. It's a good product. I do like it, but I don't know. It's a 50-50. I do like it. Part of me likes it. Part of me isn't sure, but we'll see. Next up, we have the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I actually have two of these. I don't know where the other one has gone. It's disappeared somewhere, but I have two of these lying around. These were free gifts from Mecca, I think. And yeah, this primer is okay. It's not my absolute favorite, but I like it. I use it because I have it. I mean, I'm not like, oh, I don't like a product, I'm going to chuck it out. I'll try and use it up if I can. So I have one that I'm currently using, which is somewhere, don't know where, and a backup. So I have a backup of this primer and it's okay. I like it in the winter because it's very hydrating, but probably not my most favourite primer of all time. I found my backup of my Too Faced Hangover Primer. It was just in my makeup bag, just chilling. So yeah, that's where that has been. The next primer is actually a favourite of mine. I haven't used it enough to be like, oh my god, it's like my ultimate favourite primer, but this is a sample of the Hourglass Veil Primer. If anyone has used this, you know this is a really good primer. This actually reminds me so much of the Benefit Professional Primer, which I used to love and I just haven't repurchased because I don't know why. But anyway, this is a really good primer. Highly recommend it. If you've got a sample, use it. Totally worth it. Absolutely love this primer. Would totally repurchase it. Probably not for the money, but for the effect. It's really, really good. Absolutely love this primer. The next primer I have in here, as we can see, have not opened this up yet. I don't know why, but this is the Revlon Prime Plus Perfecting and Smoothing Primer. This is meant to be a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas liquid version, which I heard from Nakia Joy, who I absolutely love, by the way. You should go check out her channel. She's amazing. Have not used this yet because I'm trying to use up what I currently have and then open up a new one if I have to. So what I've heard is this primer is really good. It's meant to be a dupe for the Tatcha one, which I'm really excited to try at some stage. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, if you guys have tried this primer, please let me know down in the comments below your thoughts because I'd love to know what you guys think of this primer. Okay, so the next primer I have is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So close to finishing this baby. I'm so happy that I'm nearly done with this. I do like it, but I don't know if I'd repurchase it. I don't know. I do like it though. It is good, but I don't think it would beat the original Silk Canvas. But yeah, I know a lot of people who like this primer. I just don't know if it really works for me. But it works. It's good. I just don't know how I feel. The next primer we have in here is the new NYX Marshmallow Primer. I haven't had the chance to use this one yet because, like I said, just trying to get through what I have and then, you know, open up a primer when I'm done with it. But yeah, I've heard so many good things about this primer. Apparently it's really hard to get, so I'm lucky I got it when I did. And this is just a really, really good face primer from what I've heard. So I'm really excited to try it out. Finally, the last primer I have is a sample of the Ciate Watermelon Primer. I've heard really good things about this one, and I'm really excited to try this one out. Okay, so that is it for my primer drawer. But because we're still on the topic of primers, I thought I would go through my eye primers with you guys. So the first eye primer I have, of course, is my trusty P. Louise eye base. I think everyone and anyone has used this and it works absolute wonders. I absolutely love this. I think ever since I've used this, I don't think I'd ever go back. And I'll tell you why in just a second. Speaking of the topic of never going back, this is my old and trusty favorite. This is the NARS Smudge Proof Eye Base. I think this is in the clear one. I'm pretty positive. Yeah, I used to love this so much. This used to be my absolute favorite until I found the P. Louise. I do like it still. I just think the P. Louise just lasts a little bit longer on me. But great eyeshadow base if you just want something that'll turn clear and you can just put whatever shadow you want on top. Would definitely recommend this one. The next primer is a oldie yet a goodie. I have a sample of the Urban Decay Primer Potion, which I have not tried yet, unfortunately, which I need to try ASAP. I've heard really good things about it. It's an oldie, it's a goodie apparently. And also I got a little sample with, now this isn't really an eye primer, more of a glitter glue, but I have my NYX glitter glue. I think everyone has used this and loves it, so definitely would recommend this glitter glue. It is so good. It absolutely makes your shadows stick. Okay, next up we have brow products. Now, as we can see here, I don't have too many brow products. I like to just have maybe one or two, but a few of them have caught my eye. So let's get started. First of all, we have my trusty Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil. Unfortunately, the back, the spoolie has fallen off, but the pencil is still fine. So as we can see, I only have this much of it left. I don't have much left. I've used up one of these brow pencils before, so don't have much of it left, so hopefully I can use it up soon. So that's what I've currently been using. Next up, we have the Anastasia Brow Pomade, which looks like this. Don't really know what I'm going to do with this. I don't know if it's still okay or it's dried out. I like using this more so when my brows are more sort of like groomed, I guess. So absolutely love this. The next product we have is the MCO Beauty pen. Absolutely love this and it matches my brows so perfectly. And of course the last two products, I guess I'll show them together, just brow gels. Just got the e.l.f. brow gel and the Australis brow gel. Next up we have concealers. I only have two. I have my Tarte Shape Tape, which I absolutely love. And then I decided to go pick up the really famous e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I've been using this recently and I'm thinking I like it a little bit more than the Shape Tape. But we'll see. Still experimenting. Next up we have highlight. This is all I could find at the moment, so let's go through them. The first highlight I have is the Revolution Highlight Reloaded in Raise the Bar. This is what I've been using recently and I absolutely love this. Have to thank my friend Mel for this recommendation. She made me buy it only for $9. That's not bad. The next highlight we have is the infamous, famous MAC Soft and Gentle. Don't think I need to explain this. Everyone and anyone and everyone has used this and it is so super pretty. The next highlight I haven't opened yet because not ready to use it, but I have the Revolution Highlighter Reloaded in Just My Type. Really excited to use this one. The next highlight we have is the Revlon Skin Lights Highlight in the shade Daybreak Glimmer. This meant to be a dupe for the Amrezy by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So if you didn't get a chance to get that highlighter, get this one because it is an exact dupe. And finally, my well-beloved Moonstone. Look at that. Wow. Like, totally loved. We have my well-loved Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Finally, guys, I think we're going to end this video off with bronzers. Now, I only have 3 bronzers. I have also in my Hourglass palette, there's a bronzer and there was also a highlight, but can't really be bothered to show that one. But these are the 3 bronzers I have. The first one I have is the Body Shop Honey Bronze Bronzer. Haven't opened this yet because not ready to use it, and I'm kind of scared that it's discontinued. So same problem with the Maybelline Color Tattoo. Same problem with the Color Tattoo, so when I'm done with my other 2 bronzers, we'll see. The next bronzer I have is the Smashbox bronzer, which looks like this. Really well loved. I can feel that I'm going to hit pan really soon. I use this every day. And finally, we have the Nude Sticks in Sunkissed. This is a multitasker, and I like to use this more so as a blush than a bronzer. But this is really, really good, guys. Highly recommend this one if you guys have not tried anything from Nude Sticks before, because I haven't, and this is so pretty. So that is all for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to comment down below what your favorite product is, and if there's any products that you guys would like me to try or do a video on, let me know. And stay tuned for part 3, which is the final part, where I will be talking about all my lipsticks and lip glosses. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell to be notified when I upload a new video. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!